Eat donuts.
Welcome to the Dolls and Donuts podcast, episode 27. In today's episode, we're going to tell you about my trip to Vegas, what's going on in the animal rights community, and what's been happening at Robin's Vegan Dollhouse.
Good job.
So we've moved locations today because Robin is an invalid. Broken toe Robin. So we're sitting in Robin's bed recording this. And plus the house is occupied. So this is more comfortable for your toe, right?
Yeah, my toe's really happy right now.
Besides being broken in half.
Yeah.
Besides that
part.
Your invalid toe is as happy as it can be. So this is nice. We could get used to this.
I wouldn't mind doing this.
Yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah.
Also,
funky.
I think it helps not helps because this is not something I'm happy about. But the fact that it's like pitch blackout and it's only 6:30 p.m.
I know. I feel like we should just be going to bed.
Yeah, it just makes sense that we're in bed.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm not used to, I just don't get used to it. I hate it.
I don't like it either. And I miss tomatoes. I'm over winter already and it just started.
You don't eat tomatoes in the winter? I know they're not in like season.
Yeah.
But you still get them?
They're not good.
They're good enough. I'm a tomato I couldn't go I could not only eat like tomatoes when they're in season. I have to have them. I eat tomato like every day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so not good. I would rather just not have one. And
no.
Really?
I gotta have them. I know like what good tomatoes are because like my grandpa used to grow them. Like he had a little garden in his backyard in Ohio when I was a kid. So I know good tomatoes, like those amazing tomatoes. But I still gotta have them. I gotta have them even if they're not as good.
Okay.
In the meantime, I
was
my
kind
fix.
of thinking about making like a salad in a Christmas tree shape and putting red cherry tomatoes as the ornaments and then putting my star dish on top with salad dressing in it. I thought it'd be so cute, but then I was like, I'm gonna buy these cherry tomatoes and they're gonna taste bad.
I don't think they taste because I buy tomatoes like I just had cherry tomatoes or I made something with cherry tomatoes earlier.
And it was fine.
Actually twice this week. And yeah, they're fine.
I mean,
they're not, they're not probably up to, the best you've ever had, but they're good.
I'll try them. I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, they're hothouse tomatoes, but what are you going to do when it's the winter? And
That's all you're going
to
do.
Unseasonably cold here right now, I think. Is it unseasonably cold right now here? Or is it, we just forget in the summer how cold
I wonder if we forget. It's like when you go through childbirth and you like block the pain from your mind.
Let's do this again. This seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
That didn't hurt.
Yeah, I think we just block it every winter. We're just like, oh no, it never gets cold in California.
This year it's so cold. Every year we say that.
Yeah, it's just this year though.
Because I remember the first year I moved here. We moved here in January, and it was because we moved here from Orlando. So literally, there's no once in a great while you get a cold snap. But I remember people were like, "Oh, it's so cold this year," and it was just. I bet it was just like this.
Probably, yeah, we say that every year.
I was like, "Oh, okay, so it won't be this bad next year." Okay, I don't know. I would probably global warming, probably.
We said that to you so that you wouldn't leave us.
Yeah, maybe.
It was a trick.
Yeah. I fell for it.
Yeah, you did. Mwahahaha. And now it's time for Ask Ashley.
That's me.
So, what's been up with the animals?
Okay, so you actually notified me to this first story, and that is that Field Roast has sold to Maple Leaf Foods, which is a Canadian meat production company. So, this is like the same old story. We've had this type of conversation quite a few times. It's just going to keep happening. Like,
yeah.
Some of these places are just going to be bought by companies that we don't really like, and you have to like put your like big girl pants on to decide if if this is going to make you stop buying it, or if you're going to try it. Can you see the benefits for the vegan community and for animals without not saying that you love the company that took them over, but seeing the bigger picture.
Right.
Okay, so as I said, Field Roast has been bought by this Canadian meat company, Maple Leaf Foods, and that you can find a lot about that online. But this story was actually a little bit different because the title is Field Roast Sets Vegan Rules for Acquisition. So when Field Roast sold to Maple Leaf, they came up with a document that has been reviewed and it has been approved by Maple Leaf as part of the $100 million acquisition. So it has like nine the policy has 9 points that Maple Leaf has to adhere to now that they've bought Field Roast. So Field Roast obviously knows about the concerns about, they're not blind to the concerns that people are going to have about them being acquired by a meat production company. So I found that these were interesting, and it might ease some people's minds. We've had this conversation before, so my stance is, I think it can only help the animals and the vegan community at large. So these were the things that they said they had to happen for the acquisition to go through. It says Field Roast products must remain vegan, with all animal product processing or animal ingredients strictly prohibited from the facilities. So there won't be any cheese made next to, a Field Roast sausage or anything like that. They won't be sharing facilities. All animal-derived foods cannot be cooked in Field Roast break rooms. So, because I think they have a lot of vegan employees, and I think the employees were concerned about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That company-sponsored food functions are made vegan. So any Field Roast functions will not have any animal products served. Field Roast products given as samples at trade shows do not contain animal products as accompaniment. So with a strong preference not to sample Field Roast products near those that contain animal ingredients. That's awesome. So if Maple Foods decides to, sponsor a booth at a food expo or whatever, they, and maybe, okay, since we're acquiring Field Roast, we're going to have them there, and we're going to have this, I don't know, yogurt company X at the same booth, and we're going to be giving out a bunch of samples. That can't happen.
That's awesome.
And they can't be like, okay, we're going to put some, let's say that Field Roast make crackers. They don't make crackers. And they have, the Maple Leaf also has like a cheese company. We're going to put, give out samples with their cheese on.
Well, you know what they could do if they wouldn't have had that clause is it would be so easy to sample Chow cheese on a non-vegan cracker.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're thinking about all these things, which is a good sign.
That's so great that they did that.
Yeah. It gets even more like granular too. So it's also social media marketing of Field Roast will not involve any animal products and photos. So they won't be pushing any animal products on like Field Roast Instagram. That won't happen. Company donations will not be given to organizations that are not aligned with Field Roast's vegan mission. So anything that obviously the parent company will do whatever, but Field Roast as a child company, won't be giving any money to organizations that aren't vegan based or are contrary to vegan mission. And then all furniture and materials within Field Roast offices must remain vegan. So they won't be moving any leather couches in. Yeah. Okay. So this is very thoughtful. And I think other people are like, oh, they're selling out, I'm not buying them. And that's the end of the discussion, which I think is a little closed-minded and harmful, possibly to the bigger picture of, doing good overall, I think. And the fact that they are so thoughtful about this acquisition, I think this is one of the ones that have been dealt with the best. Yeah. Just from reading this, I think they've given a lot of thought into this, and they're that they had concerns, and they knew that their employees would and their consumers would have concerns, and I think that this is smart. Yeah. Of them personally. Yeah,
totally.
I mean, I get it. I don't like that they're being acquired by a meat company. Like, so I respect people's choices if they feel like they don't want to do that.
I will now think about choosing something else. So I will probably buy Follow Your Heart cheese slices versus Chow cheese slices because I can support a smaller business until they get acquired. Yeah. I'd rather just keep going small and helping support them and grow them.
And then they move on. Yeah. They leave the robin's nest and spread their wings and do whatever they want.
Aww. I'm picturing the cheese slices flying away.
Yeah. They like fall and go, oh, and they go. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you have options, which is the best part of it. I mean, you can choose to do whatever you want.
Where the fuck does my sister live? Like Hudson Falls or something. My sister lives like way upstate in the middle of nowhere, like some podunk town. And I went to their grocery store and they had Field Roast sausage. I will continue to buy Field Roast sausage when I am there because it's like, what else am I going to get? Yeah. It's nice. It's so nice to have options when you're in the middle of nowhere.
And that's one reason, like, that a lot of these companies go this route because, like, the reach. is they're able to reach out to way more people in places that, people that live in like on the coast, or you know what I mean, don't really get that you can't just walk into any grocery store in the middle of the country and buy everything that we have.
Yeah.
That's just not an option. And we need people in the middle of the country to go vegan.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's lots of us on the coast,
Yeah.
And this is one way that's getting into their eye line, at grocery stores and stuff. Because one reason people say they don't want to go vegan is it's too hard. Yeah. It's too hard to find stuff, or
also,
it's.
I guess this is also good because maybe they didn't have much offering in Canada. I don't know. I didn't go into any stores
I don't know.
when I was there, but I wonder if that's also part of their strategy is expanding into the Canadian market.
Yeah, could be. That makes sense considering it's a Canadian company. So a lot of people are fine with this. A lot of people are not happy about it. So, of course, but as things go. But I think we can all agree on the next story that I don't think anybody will be upset about the next story. Vegans anyway. So the next story is Instagram fights animal abuse with new alert system. Have you heard about this?
No.
Yes. Okay. Let me move it down so I can read my notes here. Okay. So, now, this is active now. So when you search for a wide range of wildlife hashtags, they're not saying like what the hashtags are because they don't want people to try to like snake around them. But you will trigger a notification informing people of like the behind the scenes animal abuse that makes some seemingly innocent wildlife photos possible. So this may or may not be a real one, but for instance, if you put in the hashtag sloth selfie and you go to somewhere and you have a sloth and you're like, oh, I took a selfie with a sloth, a message could pop up saying, in part, basically, you are searching for a hashtag that may be associated with posts that encourage harmful behavior to animals or the environment. So, and then I think there's going to be a little link or something that can take you to a page that Instagram set up, and working with like National Geographic and some other organizations that kind of provide some more information on wildlife exploitation. So, and also it says that they will use the same process for other activities such as like hashtag exotic animals for sale, and other hashtags that advertise the sale of live animals or animal parts. So they're doing all these different animal they're triggering all these animal hashtags.
So it has to be when you're actually like looking at the hashtag.
When you go to search the hashtag,
right?
It's
not just part of the report feature because you know how they have that like
yeah.
You can report
No, this is like Instagram's put it in.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Speaking of, sorry to get us off topic here, but it's like my little role
we always
here.
go off topic.
Speaking of,
we don't go off topic every like 5 minutes. I'm like, we're not fun anymore.
The National Geographic Instagram, because you mentioned it. Have you looked at it ever?
No.
Okay. It's hilarious because I guess for some reason Cypress Hill, I don't know who does Cypress Hill's social media account, but Cypress Hill comments on every single National Geographic post.
What's Cypress Hill?
What?
I don't know what that is. Clueless Corner.
Oh my gosh, I love it. They're, well, I'm old and you're young. That's why you don't know who they are. But they are a band that was like popular in the 90s, like a rap band.
Oh, maybe I do know that.
You did know that?
Maybe. It rings a bell. I don't.
They like are very
now.
well known for smoking a lot of weed and
when in the 90s, like the early 90s when I was like in kindergarten.
I'm trying to think. I'm guessing mid to late 90s.
Okay. Well, I went into junior high in the year 2000, so I was in elementary school.
Yeah. So, yeah, they weren't, I mean, I'm sure they were still producing music, but it definitely wasn't their height.
Yeah, their peak. Okay. Weird. That is weird. They comment on the National Geographic.
Every single time with emojis always.
I guess it's a good thing to look at if you're high, I guess. It's like, whoa, look at that tiger.
That's what I was thinking too.
And you're like, whoa, look at that
so
antelope
funny.
run through that river. You know? Maybe. Oh.
Yeah, it's good. Good stuff. Anyway.
It's good to know.
You just reminded me.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so Instagram spokeswoman Emily Kane says, we care about the community, including the animals and wildlife that are an important part of the platform. I think it's important that the community right now to be more aware, and we're trying to do our part to educate them. So it says that Instagram's decision comes after National Geographic and World Animal Protection's month-long investigations into the growing industry of problematic wildlife tourism in the Amazon. So they found that animals are being illegally captured from the rainforest, kept in cages, and being used, hauled out for well-meaning tourists to be held for selfies.
Oh,
Which is a
I've
freaking...
heard about this. So I was in LA hanging out with my friend recently, and she was talking about what it's like online dating in LA. And she said, you're like really hard up to find a dude who doesn't have a picture with him holding a sedated tiger. Like, it's the most common, like here, I feel like in San Francisco, the most common dating profile picture is a dude on top of a mountain, because hiking is like all the rage here.
Yeah.
And there,
or in a coffee
I guess,
shop, or that would be like maybe the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
on
know.
top of a
I
mountain.
feel like it's always like
so
rock
true.
climbing at an indoor rock gym and standing on top of a mountain. That's like every dude in San Francisco. But yeah, so that's like their equivalent. She was just like,
yuck.
Yeah.
Way to not like.
And I guess the girls are just as bad because when we were looking through, like, some dude said, like, don't message me if if one of your pictures is you with a sedated tiger. So it's chicks that are doing it too, I guess.
Oh my god.
But I wouldn't know because
that's so sad. It's so sickening too.
It's so sickening.
So a lot of this is happening, and like like the whole swim with dolphins stuff is not new. But what in the article that they go on, this is actually a really good like article, and it's from the National Geographic's website, and of course it will be in the show notes. But they have a couple pictures of like these types of images that they're talking about, and like one's like this poor freaking dolphin with all this whole family just surrounding it, and like a little kid, and the family's trying to like put the hand out so the kid can touch it. I'm like, just get away from it. Completely surrounding this poor thing, and it's being fed by like the trainer or the captor or whatever. And I was just like, ugh.
Disgusting.
Eye roll. It was just so, that one just annoyed me. And they had another picture of a guy holding a sloth, and like #sloth selfie. And it was like, it did go, I didn't put this in my notes, but it did go on to say like some animals like sloths, like you can't tell that you're causing them stress by being handled, but you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them being handled that much and stuff. So it does say that the hashtags that trigger the Instagram warnings are in the hundreds in English and the local languages of countries like Thailand and Indonesia, where these wildlife practices have become an epidemic. So that's really good. I mean,
it makes me so sad because
it might make somebody
like
think twice.
Vegans love animals more than anyone, right? And we're the ones who don't ever get to hold an animal.
Yeah, we don't have the right to just grab them or take them and hold. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we don't have the right to do that, and we realize that.
And it's no fair that the people who
we know better.
It's so annoying.
My love for them.
Like, I want to touch them.
Yeah. I know. My love for them, it doesn't trump like. I can't even say that word anymore.
Oh.
I can't even use it anymore.
I know.
My love for them doesn't like. Their right to just live is more important than me. Like, what do I want to touch you or kiss your face, even though you could bite it off or whatever. Yeah. Whatever animal you're talking about. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. But, like, we know better. Their right to just live undisturbed is paramount over how much we want to cuddle them.
Yeah.
And we get that. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people, like we've talked about, like the animal, like the California pet stores all going like rescue and all that. Like, a lot of people just don't even know. They don't even think. And a lot of the stuff, like, even though I feel like I don't have the right to just grab this animal, I don't care how they're treated or where. I don't have the right to just grab them, like, for a photo op. I mean, that sounds just disgusting to me. Like, even the idea of that in the best situation. I don't like that. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. But, like, even for an unsuspecting tourist, like, you don't know what happens behind the scenes, and that's where most of the abuse happens. Because I always think, like, when I was in Florida and we'd go to the outlets, like when I lived in Florida, and there was always that guy, I'm sure a different guy at every outlet or whatever. There's always a guy at the outlets with this is bad, but I don't know the difference, with a little tiny alligator crocodile. I don't know which one's which. Sorry.
I don't know that I know either, actually.
I know one of them is, like, totally wrong. Like, I know it's just one kind. It's in Florida. But they had the little baby, and they had the mouth like taped shut,
Oh,
and the like
shit.
people hold it and take a picture. I would just be disgusted walking by that guy. I just like this is the kind of stuff I think of when, and you're in Florida, you're on vacation, and oh my God, there's this animal, and you take a picture with it, and I'm just like, that kind of stuff disgusts me for a photo op. So this is really good. So someone that is well-meaning but doesn't think about this, doesn't think about it. Maybe they see this and they're like, oh, but am I doing something that maybe I don't really agree with? Like, am I looking into this and I don't really want to?
Yeah.
And then if they go to like the link and they like find out more about this wildlife exploitation, they'll be like, oh, I don't want any part of this,
Yeah,
So
totally.
Get them just to like think a little bit.
It's a really good educational opportunity.
Yeah,
and like everyone uses Instagram now, right?
Yeah, what did it say? It said it like ridiculous. I mean, like they did say how many people were on the platform. I want to say it was like 300 million. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I don't even know how many million people are like in the United States. Like, I'm not good with numbers like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what was the number. I think that was the number of Instagram users, but I'm not 100%. It's in the article.
Like, so I don't have a point of comparison.
Fact check me if you wish. But this also brought to mind, remember a few months ago we talked about TripAdvisor doing something like this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is something that's becoming more commonplace with these companies and apps and any kind of social sharing of travel. Yeah. This is happening more and more, so it's really good.
Did we talk about how I also learned from Rachel that I guess a lot of like politicians are now a lot of politicians hire like advisors for all these different issues that they have to deal with, like LGBT, blah, blah, and etc. Yeah. A lot of them are now getting like animal rights advisors.
That's good. I didn't know that. No, we didn't talk about that. I just learned that
recently.
Yeah, that's good.
It's really
becoming,
good.
Yeah, that's a good like hallmark of like, oh, like people that are voting for me or I want to vote for me, this is an issue that's important to them. Right. And I need to be mindful.
Yeah, totally.
So that's really good.
Yeah. Oh, and like, well, sorry, I'm just going to keep rattling on.
No, go ahead.
So one of the things that she works for the mayor in New York, and one of the things she was advising him on was, I guess, one of the campaigns that they're doing is to try to get the horse and carriages out of the park.
New York class.
But I just saw that Barcelona just did it.
Yeah, Barcelona has banned
this is great.
horse carriages. Yeah. Yeah,
so
it's really good.
Maybe, I mean, she thought that there was no way in hell that New York City would pass it. Like, she felt like her efforts would be better used towards something else, but
it's been a while. They've been.
I mean, at least it's bringing it's
bringing awareness.
It's bringing awareness.
Even if they don't, it takes things. I know we hate this, but some things just take a long time to wear down. Like, even if they won't just be like, oh, a law, this is illegal, but for people enough. If you keep at it, enough people might be informed and educated where they just die out from lack of business, So
exactly.
That's a long-term plan.
Yeah, totally.
It might not happen like, okay, next year, as of January 1st, 2018, like a law is being passed that, that these are not going to be legal. It's probably going to be the other way around.
Yeah.
And whatever, like, I'll take what we can get, right?
Yeah.
So.
All the education is good, though. Oh, and also, a friend of mine just went to Thailand and was riding elephants, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, my comment was probably so psycho.
I just
because I was like, what the fuck?
I do see people on Instagram that are like doing things and like taking pictures and stuff, like non-vegan people that I know, and I'm like, bite my tongue right off, and I just go on to the next. I just keep flipping.
You don't want to.
I don't want to start a thing. Yeah. But I'm just like, I roll my eyes so bad they just come around the other side.
How often do you use that emoji? Do you ever use the eye roll emoji?
Oh, more and more I've noticed.
Is it in your top favorite ones?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We've talked about this before, but it's funny if you like go to your like frequently used emojis and you can tell like what kind of week you've been having or something. Like a lot of rainbows. This is good. Or like, happy things, flowers, or it's like that face where it's just like 3 slits. Yeah. Like the eyes, you're just like, no, or like the eye roll and all that stuff.
The broken heart. I use the broken heart one a lot when I'm upset about things.
Yeah.
I do have a resource for listeners, if people don't already know. There's a super awesome blogger called Vegan in Brighton, and she travels like constantly. And so she's a really good resource for if you do want to kind of seek out places where you can go see animals I know for sure that she has like researched it. If she's gone there, then it's like legit to go. She's the one who I found out about Bunny Island from.
Okay, yeah.
So
I think that's really good for vegans because like we want to be
Yeah.
respectful of the animals and like we want to make sure where we're going to, like we're giving our support or money or whatever, that they're, you know, doing it for the right reasons that we agree with, you know? So yeah, that's important. Because, you know, you can't always just, you know, obviously like going to an animal sanctuary. And even sometimes animal sanctuaries come up, you know, you find out later that there's all this stuff going on behind the scenes that you didn't know about. That's never happened to one that I support. But, you know, you hear about it once in a while.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's I'll look into that too. That's a good resource.
Oh yeah, we never took that field trip we were supposed to take up to that one up by Sacramento. I want to do that sometime.
Yeah.
Keep it on our list.
Okay, Robin, what's been happening at the dollhouse?
Well, I haven't been doing a lot of cooking because of the stupid broken toe, but I did manage to hobble through a Thanksgiving dinner.
No pun intended.
And I made a pumpkin pie with pastel crust, just because, you know, I hate crust, so I had to try to make it more interesting. So that recipe...
It's one topic that we diverge on violently.
What's hilarious is I still didn't eat the crust. Like, I couldn't trick
all that
my
work,
tongue.
you made it tie-dye and you didn't eat it?
I know.
Oh my goodness. There's no pleasing you. You're crazy.
There's pleasing me, just not with crust. There's pleasing with cake.
Yeah, but it's pretty as
Cake,
its
ice cream,
crust is gonna get.
candy.
It's never gonna get prettier, and you still won't eat it.
I know. It was really pretty. The only thing that isn't pretty about pumpkin pie is every time I bake a pumpkin pie, it cracks on top. Every time.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
still
care.
work on
I'll
that.
still eat it.
I know, it still tastes delicious.
Yeah, I love pumpkin pie.
Angel made one this year that didn't crack on top, and I was like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people make it with silken tofu, which I'm like, no, absolutely not, because it doesn't taste good to me.
I don't
But
think
the
I've
silken
had one.
tofu ones don't crack on top. And so I was like, what did you do? Did you use silken tofu? And she was like, I used Follow Your Heart vegan egg. And I was like, okay. I like dismissed that stuff immediately after I tasted it and realized that it was like not good. But I never tried to bake with it, which I should have.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that and see if I can get my pumpkin pie recipe to not crack on top. Because it would look much prettier.
Oh.
I want it to look like those ones in Costco.
All the ones that you try that crack, you can send them over my way. I'll dispose of them quickly. Get them out of your face. You don't
Put
need
them
to
into
see
your
them.
disposal.
Yeah.
You have one of those manual disposals, though. Doesn't that take a while? It's not electric.
Yeah, it takes like 24 to 48 hours.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of your ability to eat foods quickly, I redid my quick McMuffin pictures because, I mean, food photography in the dollhouse has gotten a lot better over the years. And the last time I did those breakfast sandwiches, the pictures were just like taken with an iPhone in my low lighting kitchen. And so we made those again and redid the pictures. And I posted the picture on Instagram, and it's a stack of breakfast sandwiches, like 3 of them. And I was like, oh, like, how many of these can you eat? And Ashley was like, all of them. Nom, nom, nom.
I think I said as many as you'll give me or something like that. The thing is, I don't eat quickly. I eat very slow, but I can pack it in. Like,
Yeah.
I can get it done for sure.
I guess, like, the slower you eat, you're, like, digesting as you go, right?
I don't know. I mean, you think actually it should be the not about digesting, but you should be able to eat less because you have time for your stomach to tell your brain, okay, you're done.
Yeah.
You know, because that takes a little bit of time to happen. I don't know. I guess I just say, okay, message received. Keep going. ignore, snooze. I don't know. I don't do it all the time. That's probably why I can. But I just have my pig out moments. Yes, the pumpkin pie.
Yeah, so that recipe's on the Vegan Dollhouse website, as well as the Sparkle Heart emoji cake, which I made because I've been practicing for New Year's.
Yes, I'm excited. I get to sample one of these on New Year's.
Which I might not even make that one. I don't know. I haven't finalized my menu yet. I know I need
What
to.
a tease.
I am a tease.
I saw the
There's
picture
just
and
a
I was
lot
like,
of
ooh,
other
I'm going to
things
get
I
one
wanna
of these
make.
eventually.
You could. Yeah, you could. It's just chocolate cake, though. I feel like I could come up with something better.
Okay, all right. It was cute, though.
It is really cute. I really like making emoji food, I think.
Yeah, you've made quite a few. More than I guess the average person has. More than I have.
Which is 0.
I know. I did make the one that's just a little leaf, like you usually put in vegan posts, because I just like pulled some like spring mix out, and that was my emoji.
one leaf.
Yeah.
I could make you an eye roll cake.
Yes.
I don't know how New Year's Eve theme that is. I might just have to make that for
I like, since I'm like a sober person, I'm like eye rolling at all the drunk people on New Year's Eve. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's true.
here you go.
I
Justified.
You can justify anything. As long as it's cake, I can justify it. So that's, I think, the only recipe I've tested so far for New Year's menu. But I have like 5 I want to test. I just haven't been able to stand.
You're cray-cray.
I know.
You can't help yourself, though. It's
I can't help it.
I reap the benefits, so I'll just keep stoking the fires if you're crazy.
I want to talk about it, but I don't want to ruin the surprise for you. So I'm not going to talk about anything else.
Oh my. Okay.
You're
You're gonna put it on Instagram, aren't you? So I don't know how much of a surprise it will be.
Oh yeah. No, I'll just save them all.
Okay.
I can store up my pictures. Just to warn everyone, everything you see on Instagram is a latergram on Vegan Dollhouse. I like hardly ever, unless it's my stories. Yeah. I think almost everything I post is a latergram.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I learned that you can cook seitan in the air fryer, which was pretty exciting for me because I wasn't using my air fryer for a while because when I used too many things in my kitchen, my power would go out.
We have that happen when I put something in the microwave for too long. Which I know you don't use.
So our electrician came out and gave us more circuits, which is great, but they told us they had to give the microwave its entire circuit just to itself because they said the microwave uses the most out of the kitchen. And I was like, that's so weird. Because I would never think that.
Well, I guess it's like, I guess it makes sense if I think about it long enough, I guess.
It's
using the most energy like consistently for like minutes and minutes and minutes. Like I don't think the oven's like a slow thing, and it's just
like kind of I can hear the oven like shut down when it gets to the right temperature, and then it'll turn back on.
Yeah,
and
I guess I can get it out of everything.
Yeah,
because the oven's the only other thing that would compete. I feel
the air fryer was the thing that was always triggering it. So apparently the air fryer uses a lot too.
Okay.
But now that we have more circuits, I'm air frying up a storm. And so I got an air fryer cookbook from my friend Eric. You know Eric. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't actually find the seitan in there. I got it off of an Instagram that I saw, but I don't remember who posted it. But it's the one from Veganomicon. It's like chickpea cutlets with seitan. And I made them heart-shaped because why not? Well, yeah. But I feel like it's like the ideal way to cook it. It's like crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. It was perfect.
I've never made it. I just buy it.
Yeah. All of your seitan things?
I don't even like...
You don't eat seitan?
Not at home. I eat it out, like, of course, at places, but I never make it at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Not like, obviously I like it. I eat it when we go places, but I just don't. I'm trying to get more of my dinner rotation
when you're at home. You eat healthier when you're at home. You don't really eat a lot of like.
I eat healthier, at home. Yeah,
that's good. And then the only other thing I made was not my recipe, but it was vegan Yak Attack's recipe for persimmon coffee cake, and you can find that on her blog. It's delicious. Highly recommend it. Her recipe had you using the persimmons that are like shaped kind of tall, and I replaced it with the ones that are shaped kind of short. Do you know the difference?
No.
I know that the short ones are called fuyu, and the tall ones have a Japanese name that I can't pronounce.
Oh.
I mean, I could try to pronounce it. Anyway, it works with both, and I recommend it. I've never made coffee cake before, so I can't compare it to anything, but I thought it was delicious.
Sounds good.
And that's all I've been making.
You managed all that with a broken toe?
I did. And my Thanksgiving dinner, which I didn't even talk about.
I haven't done much. Just these huge Thanksgiving feasts and these 5 recipes. That's all I got done with this broken toe.
You just don't know how many things I really want to make.
Oh my
Sitting
God.
in bed and having your mind reeling the whole time, it's so hard. All I do is think about things I want to do. Yeah. And can't do.
No.
I made
that's a lot. That's a lot done. Getting a lot done for being
Thank you.
crippled.
I made my template for my gingerbread house. And I
Are you
went
doing
to
a house?
candy store.
Are you doing a house?
I know it's boring, huh?
Well, no, if it's a cool house.
I think it's going to be a cool house. I'm modeling it after a Little Twin Stars house.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but not really.
Little Twin Stars?
Yeah.
Kiki and Lala. They're the Sanrio characters. It's a little girl and boy, and one of them has pink hair and one of them has light blue hair.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I've seen. I didn't see their house. I'll have to Google it. You know what would be cool if someone did one of the, well, actually, probably the Disneyland one, the Haunted Mansion as a gingerbread house.
Oh, I'm sure it's got to have been done.
That would be cool.
I want to make a gingerbread
The
castle.
Disneyland one you'd have to do, I think, because it's different Disney World. That would be cool too. Yeah, a castle.
I want to. It's like after doing that carousel, though, I realized that I need like multiple people and multiple days.
Yeah.
And that's
You're gonna run
not
out of
this year.
friends fast.
Oh, that's true. Actually, Pam hasn't talked to me since last year.
Come to think of it, I haven't talked to those people that helped me last year.
Oh man. I have to recruit more friends. Like right
Right after you have to like start
October-ish.
introducing yourself to new people. That way, like you're friendly enough by the
yeah.
next year, and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get rid of them.
I
Use
get
them
rid
up.
of them.
Just have like a rotating 3 like
I'm not
gingerbread.
getting rid of them. They're getting rid of themselves.
Well, you'll know that it's coming. Like
Yeah,
gingerbread
I will.
friends. You just have 3 rotating new ones every year.
Oh my gosh. That means I have
the
to
Hunger Games.
select my gingerbread friends really carefully.
Yeah, just with people you don't care about.
And can I renew these friends after a couple years when they forget?
Ooh, I don't know. That's up to them. It depends if
Kind
it's
of
like
how
if it's like
we
child.
forget about the winter.
Like I'll be friend. Yeah, I'll be friends with Robin again. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. She won't exploit me. And then he like comes around. You're like, hey, what are you talking about gingerbread?
If any listeners want to be exploited at gingerbread season.
If you hashtag like dollhouse gingerbread house, it's gonna be like boop trigger from Instagram. You may be exploited.
Oh my gosh.
Hashtag dollhouse gingerbread exploitation.
I'm like, you can't exploit animals, but gingerbread workers, it's fine.
Like they volunteered. They're here of their own free will, even if they decide to leave afterwards. That's fine.
Just leave me with the gingerbread house.
Yeah,
and then
you can't take
can
any
go.
gingerbread with you, of course. That wasn't part of the deal. I'll let you use the bathroom while you're here. I didn't even use the porta potty outside. Oh, God.
I want to thank you so much for bringing me donuts from Vegas. That was
Yeah.
like the best thing that could have ever happened.
Well, not last year, 2 years ago, I remember I brought the wrong ones. And you were still like, oh, eat them. But this is the wrong one. And I was like, damn it. So I made sure I get the right ones this time.
Easy to please, as long as you give me exactly what I request.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so I went to Vegas, so I brought Robin back some Ronalds. So the morning we left, like because, if you've driven from or to Vegas for a holiday, the traffic's really crazy. So we left the hotel at 5. We were at Ronald's at 5:30, and then they were in Robin's hands at 4-ish.
Yeah. I would
Ish.
say so.
So they were fresh off the
Did you
bacon
get
sheet.
straight on the road from Ronald's?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a long drive.
Yeah. But then we ate. I ate all. There was only one of Matt's donuts left when we got home.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I tried to rein it in.
That's how
I didn't
what
want a
do
bunch of them
from-
left over.
When I drive from LA and I go to Donut Friend on the way out of town, because
Yeah.
it's kind of like on the way.
Yeah.
That's how I am. They're like almost all gone by
It's
the
just
time I get back.
you need sustenance for the
Yes,
drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't go over any of the places I've already been to in Vegas because I'm just going to go to all the new places. So there was a new donut place that I'm pretty sure it wasn't there last time I was there, but I discovered it. It's called Donut Bar, and apparently it's really, really popular. Like it's been on all these shows. Like on the window when we pulled up, it had like, seen on this show and that show, and it was really popular. And we got there right when it opened, and there was already a line. Okay, so they have about 5 vegan flavor. It's not a vegan place, but they do have about 5 different vegan flavors every day.
Like Blue Star, kind of.
I guess I've never been there, but I know of it from through you. So they had like a strawberry shortcake, which was a huge donut. I mean, it was like a cake.
Like huge, like the cinnamon rolls at Cinnaholic.
Was it the same size as that?
Yeah.
It was big. It was as big as no. It was bigger.
Oh,
the,
wow.
Like the
apple
donut.
fritter size?
The donut was the size of my palm,
Oh.
at least. And then they had whipped cream. Like they said, they make their like home. Like they make their own whipped cream there.
nice.
I think it was just soy. I think it was just soy whipped cream. They make it there, and there was like strawberries, and then the top of the donut. It was really good. We also got apple fritter, which was freaking humongous. It was so good.
How did it compare to the apple fritters at Ronald's?
I didn't get an apple fritter this time from Ronald's, so I can't really remember. I got a bear claw from Ronald's, which is freaking amazing stuff with apples. Oh, so good.
So how did it compare to the bear claw?
The Ronald one was better than the apple fritter at Donut Bar. Yeah. And then we got creme brulee, which was actually pretty good.
I've had a creme brulee donut. They are good.
Yeah, they did it well. And I'm trying to think which other ones. I think that might have been all of them.
So it sounds like they have some similar things going on as Donut Friend. Like they do the sandwich one.
Yeah, and they do have like a chocolate one. They didn't have it this day, but I found them on Instagram, and every night they post their menu for the next day. So they do have like a chocolate one. Spiced chai. It was so good. So it was creme brulee, strawberry split, spiced chai, and an apple fritter. Those were the vegan ones they had, and I have seen them do also a chocolate one. But they do different ones every day.
Ooh, they should do a dirty chai one.
What's that?
It's chai mixed with coffee.
Oh,
it's
good. The spice chai was really, it was delicious.
I'm sure it was.
So that's what I got at Donut Bar. And they're really nice. Oh my God, this lady in front of us. Let me just rant for a minute. So we were in line, and the very first, like, they had all the donuts out, right, on display. And, like, the first one you came across was, like, the strawberry split one. And it was huge and very impressive. So everyone's like, oh, I want that. That looks really cool. And I think they were labeled. I already knew from the menu and which ones were vegan, so I didn't have to look. But I think like they had a little like tag and it had like a vegan on it or something. And the lady in front of me was like, "So I like this banana split one, but I'm not vegan. So like, can you tell?" And I was like, I want to beat this lady over the head with something. And the girl was like, "Oh no, you can't tell. Like all of our like vegan donuts are like really good. And, like and she's like, "What about apple fritter?" She's like, "Yeah, it's vegan too." And she ended up getting a few, but her attitude annoyed me. She's like, "Can you like tell?" I'm like, "Lady, I'm gonna put it in your face like a pie." I was annoyed by her like, "I'm not vegan." Like, can you tell it's vegan? Like, you know what? Eat it and shut your pie hole. Oh my God, I don't know why she annoyed me. It was her tone.
Shut your donut hole.
Shut your donut hole. Her tone annoyed me. Yeah. But I was glad that she actually got it because she's gonna eat it and she's gonna be like, "Wow, this is really good." And then maybe she'll think,
asshole.
Yeah, maybe she'll think twice about being an ignorant old bag. Anyway, that was my rant about that. And then we went to Go Vegan Cafe, which is a all vegan restaurant. I'm not sure when it opened, but I recently, in the last 2 years, discovered it and put it on my list for next time we went. So weirdly, we got sushi there as an appetizer. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. Matt ordered it. I can't remember exactly what it was. But
wait, why is it weird?
Because it's not a sushi place.
Oh, okay.
It's just they have like all kinds of different foods, and it's like American fare, but they had like sushi, and I was like, oh, usually like I'm not a huge fan of sushi. Matt likes sushi, but like I feel like if you don't go to somewhere that specializes in sushi, it can be kind of who knows, you know what I mean?
I don't know. How can you even mess that up?
I don't know. That's just my preconceived notion on it.
Have you had bad sushi? Why are you?
I haven't had bad sushi, but I've had sushi that was just like ugh, whatever. Why did I? I could have got something. Wish I had something different or something like that. Okay. But anyway, so we got sushi. That's it right there. It was a huge roll.
Okay.
It was really good.
Oh, and they put avocado on it? That's nice.
Yeah, and that's a lot of avocado.
Yeah.
Like they weren't skimping us. On
dude, every time I leave California, everyone is so generous with avocado. I don't know what it is about ordering avocado in California. They're like, it's $5 extra for this like tablespoon of guacamole.
Yeah. And then like if this didn't happen, it'd be funny if they were like, oh, we didn't use the whole thing, so like here's it on the side, like the rest of your avocado.
I know. It's so nice.
So I got the Mediterranean burger, which was really good. Oh my God, waffle cut fries. So I just had my fries, my vacation fries. How I do.
Wait, are we having vacation fries on Saturday?
Yeah, we're like an hour away. Some people never even stray that far from the place they were born.
I know.
That's vacation.
It's vacation. Yay!
Cajun
I've been
fries.
needing a vacation.
And Matt also got a burger, and I don't remember. I think it was like a Southwest burger or something along those lines. And we both really liked it. It was really good. And I also got for dessert there, we got some truffles, which were good. They were fine. But I got a strawberry shortcake, and that was excellent. I really liked it. It was so good. And this place, the next place we went to, The Perfect Scoop, which is not a vegan place, but they have a lot of vegan options. And it's an ice cream shop. And did you see my pictures online?
I don't know. Show me.
Of the art.
Oh, cute.
These are huge murals, like, on the wall.
Really
this is huge.
I love.
I took a bunch of pictures.
I love art on walls of places.
So I'll post these on Instagram. They had like really cute murals with like animals and
are there
penguins
pictures of the ice
and
cream also or no?
Yeah, I'll get there. Okay. Hold your horses.
She's just flashing this phone in front of me, you guys, acting like she's the owner of all the pictures and I can have them when I'm quiet.
So I'll post these. They had really cute murals, and it was a really cute place. You would have loved like the decorations and stuff in there. So the first thing we got, the first dessert we got was the vegan brownie sundae. So
I love a brownie sundae.
They had quite a few vegan flavors. We ended up getting cookies and cream. They had oh my gosh, I can't even remember all the different flavors they had. They had a good amount. They were only out of one. Mm-hmm. It was like a white chocolate something, and I was like, okay, whatever.
So they also had whipped cream.
Yes, they had whipped cream.
Nice.
Their chocolate sauce is vegan. And then they obviously had a vegan brownie, so they warmed that up, and it was so good. And then the second thing we did was the roll.
Lizzie would not have been a fan.
Oh, yeah, because it was warm and there was melted chocolate on it. The next thing we had was the rolled ice cream.
Did you go there more than once, or all this?
No, this is all one time. Yeah.
I saw the rolled ice cream when I was in New York, and I was like, oh, I'm for sure coming home and making this, and I never did.
On a thing? You would be able to do this at home?
No, I just never did it.
But how would you do it at home? How would you do it at home?
What do you mean? Just like that? Why wouldn't I?
What would you make it on?
Oh, a cookie sheet.
Okay. Yeah. You'd freeze it and then roll it? Okay. Because this like freezes it like super fast. That's why I guess I get confused.
Oh, I would put it in my freezer.
Okay, so it would take a little longer.
So the thing is, when you make ice cream at home, when it comes out of the ice cream maker, it's not like solid.
No, I don't make ice cream at home.
I'm sorry. When I used the word you, I should have used the word someone.
Someone else.
Person who isn't Ashley. Some non-Ashley person
I don't know about this.
is making ice cream at home. So when it comes out of the ice cream maker, it's kind of like soft serve consistency. So it's easy to spread like that. And then you always freeze your ice cream after it comes out of the ice cream maker, like everyone does. Okay. You can't eat it when it first comes out because it's not solid enough yet.
All right, yeah. So if you don't know what rolled ice cream is, basically they make the ingredient. They put the ingredients on like a frozen area. And they chop up whatever. So we did like a brownie flavor. They had an almond milk base, and then there was like brownie flavor. So he like actually took a vegan brownie, chopped it up really fine, and they put everything in it. And it's basically like a kind of liquidy, and they like, spread it out over this square, metal frozen square, and they leave it for a second, and then they roll up with like a little what would you call that? A little.
Oh, you know what it's like? It's like a putty knife that you use
exactly.
if you're like
That's exactly what it is. It's like a little putty knife. And they like roll up and it just curls in on itself. So it turns a little ice cream curls. And they put that, I'll show a picture of ours. And then he put like chocolate drizzle over it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I want to do that with like unicorn colors though. Like I want to do like a pink one, a purple one, a blue one. I think it looks so
their
pretty.
Instagram's really, they do some really crazy stuff. Like, they just, the vegan ones weren't like super colorful, but yeah, they do a lot of really cool looking desserts on their Instagram, and that's The Perfect Scoop. So that was really cool. The guy was it was funny because they only do that the rolled ice cream certain hours of the day, like after 5 or something.
Or like non-busy times.
I can't remember. I think it was like there's like another company that kind of like comes in and does it that has like the machines or something. I can't remember. We were asking the guy anyway. We came in and we're like, okay, we want rolled ice. He's like, oh, it's actually like overheating, so like we're not doing it right now. He's like, and I was like, we came after 5 p.m. because we wanted the rolled ice cream, and now we're not gonna get it. And Matt was like, why don't you just try it? And he's like, okay, and it worked.
Oh
so we weren't gonna get it, and Matt talked the guy into trying it
That's
to do it because we really wanted it. So,
I would have talked them into trying it too.
yeah. So the next place we went to was Pancho's Vegan Tacos. So this is an all vegan Mexican place, which I was really excited. It's like a hole in the wall place. And everything was good. The thing that the highlight was like the fried potato tacos, or they're basically like, they were tacos, but they were like kind of rolled. And those were amazing.
So it was a soft taco or a crunchy taco?
It was crunchy because it was fried.
So it was a taquito.
That's not what they called it, but basically.
Okay.
They called it potato tacos, I believe. Anyway, that was the highlight for me. I loved that. Matt said his tacos, I think he got like vegan chicken in it. And I didn't share those with him, but he said those were his favorite. And then we also shared a burrito, and we shared quesadilla too. And everything was good, but the highlight was his tacos, he said, and then my like fried potato tacos. Those were amazing. And everything else was good. I would go back for sure. I love Mexican food. So, and being able to just like, the menu was huge.
Is it new?
I don't know when they opened.
Okay. We should tell Deborah about it because she's always searching for the perfect vegan Mexican food.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I really liked it. Some of the stuff was less stellar than others, but I liked it. And they had a lot to choose from. A huge menu, which is nice.
Yeah.
You go into somewhere and you can have anything on the menu. Yeah. And the menu at that is absolutely humongous. So that was good. And it was actually really cheap, too. Which you don't always see with a vegan place because they're like, oh, we can charge, specialty, I guess, whatever. So we went to Sunrise Coffee. The coffee, not good, I didn't think.
I didn't have the coffee there, I don't think.
Yeah. I'm not like a coffee. I don't really have a discerning palate when it comes to coffee, but I knew I didn't like that. And even Matt was like, this is not good coffee. And we were told, like, I don't remember where I found it. We went there because they had a lot of vegan stuff. And it's a coffee place, so I figured the coffee's probably good. And I didn't care for the coffee. But surprisingly, the breakfast was super good. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a bowl. It was like basically like a breakfast burrito bowl. It had like sriracha on it, which was great because I love sriracha. I mean, not sriracha, Cholula. It has Cholula on it, and I love that. I love Cholula. It had 2 pieces of toast. It had potatoes, and it was like vegan sour cream, and it was really good. So that was actually better, and the coffee was kind of stanky. And like the coffee art was like, I mean, look at that. How weak is that? I think that's weak.
I think that's pretty. It's like a feather.
I think it's weak. Yeah, but it has all this like weird, what is this, intestines on the side?
Yeah, the intestines are weird. I'll admit that. They could have just left it with the feather.
The person's like, I went to med school. Those are very accurate intestine art. Anyway. Yeah, so the breakfast was good. Coffee was not good. I don't know, I'm not really sure why. And as usual, we went to Violet Tegan for their Thanksgiving dinner, and that was good as always. So, I feel full. I've been talking about all this food.
My stomach's growling listening to you talk about all this food.
I was hungry when I got here, but now I'm talking about it. It's like satiated me for the moment.
It's satiated? Oh, I wish that worked for me.
So we didn't want to leave you hanging on the Muir's Harry Potter vegan tea front. So Robin got sick, so she wasn't able to go. So I went, and it was really fun. They had a tarot card reader this year instead of the actors, which I don't like.
Did they read your fortune? Yeah,
basically she said, like, I need to make less decisions. I think about it less, which I don't think is good advice.
Wait, you need to not
basically, I think about decisions too much.
Yeah.
That's what she told me. That maybe I need to think like make more like spur of the moment decisions, and I think that's bad advice. But the cards,
of course,
have
you would
spoken.
think that's bad advice. You who overthinks everything, of course.
I don't know.
Of course, you don't want to be more spontaneous.
I think I'm good. I think it's the appropriate amount.
I mean, it's like when somebody tells you something that you don't want to hear. Like me, I'm stubborn. So when somebody tells me I'm stubborn, I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was like, okay, thanks. It was fun, though.
No plans to change anything?
I don't know. I mean, like, being spontaneous is fine, but I don't know if you should make decisions, like, spontaneously. I don't know. Anyway.
It depends how
it was
important
fun.
the decision is.
Yeah, that's true. It was fun. We all three of us got it done, and it was fun. I preferred that much more than someone pretending to be Hermione and talk to me. So that was fun. We had the whole tea as usual, and a different thing, instead of like all finger sandwiches, they did like a little, like a Wellington, Yorkshire pudding.
I don't know what that is.
It was more like a Wellington. She said Yorkshire pudding, but I didn't think it was Yorkshire pudding. But
So Yorkshire pudding is like Wellington?
I think that's what I would say was like it was a Wellington is what we were served as well, and it was good. It was very, very good.
I can't imagine that being bad.
Yeah, it was very good. We had the cauldron, the mini cauldron cupcake made an appearance as usual. We had a little Harry Potter cookie. It was cute because it was just white, but it had the glasses and the little mark, the little lightning bolt scar that was really cute. And it was fun. They had it decked out really cute. And I went home with a mermaid cake. Remember those from last year? They had them last year. Basically, like, I don't even know what kind of cake it was inside. It was very good, but it was different. It was almost like a spiced something. It was very good. I thought it was just gonna be chocolate cake inside, but it was like completely glazed with chocolate that was hardened, and then it was like shimmered. Like they had like
okay.
It wasn't even glitter. It was like shimmer on it. So it was like changed, like in the light, it changed colors and stuff because it was shaped as a shell. And I remember last year I was like, oh, that's so pretty and it looks like really good, but I was like so just like. My dignity was lost by the time we left. I was like, I can't take any more like food home. I like just lost my dignity at the table. I ate so much. So this year I was like, I'm taking it. And it was really good. It was really tasty and pretty. So that was Mirrors.
Okay, now it's time for Wag or Whimper, our segment where we talk about a vegan product that we tried for the very first time and we decide if it made us wag or whimper.
Okay, so I've got a wag and a whimper. And I'm back on the Halo Top train. I'm bringing you 2 new flavor reviews.
Are you on like some like special like Halo Top delivery plan?
I just feel like I'm intrigued, and so far it's 50-50 every time.
Oh yeah.
So all right. So the Whimper was the Halo Top chocolate covered banana, which I thought was going to be a slam dunk.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I thought it was going to be really good.
Alley.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be really good. Huh. And honestly, I think I'm going to have to throw it out.
Oh, wow, that bad.
Yeah, I don't even want to give it to somebody, like, at work, because it's like, oh, this is a vegan ice cream I didn't like. Well, I don't want to give them something bad.
No, you
know
don't.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
wait. What if you made a milkshake out of it? Is, like, there any coming back from it?
I don't know. It was not good. The banana flavor was so bad.
Did they use, like, that chocolate extract shit?
I don't know. It just was not good. I was like, and I kept eating it thinking I could, like, get over it, and I couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Yeah, it was not good, and I was sad. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just like it more if I keep eating it. No, I couldn't. It was like the weird banana flavor and the weird chocolate flavor was a weird mixed flavor that was not like banana and chocolate, which is good.
You know what? I bet
sad.
Because their shtick is like low calorie, I bet they couldn't use actual banana because bananas are kind of a high calorie fruit.
I guess, but I don't know. I wasn't happy with it, and I was like really like rooting for it. And Matt was like, "Oh well, I'm gonna get the caramel macchiato one."
Ooh, that sounds good.
And I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna like that one, but we get it for you, and I'll have the chocolate covered banana." So when I was like, "Well, can I have a taste of yours then?" Because I didn't like mine, and I ate half of it. We split it. We had half, and it was very good. The best one so far.
How could that be bad? Caramel and coffee. Come on.
Because I don't like coffee flavored things.
Which is so weird to me.
But I didn't get coffee from it.
No.
So yeah.
It was subtle.
It was really good.
A macchiato is subtle. It's just like a shot of espresso with steamed milk, right?
Right? You're asking me? I don't know.
I don't order macchiatos.
Okay. So anyway, out of the 4, it still have chocolate left. There's like a salted caramel one, which I don't know if I'll try. The salt, like, dessert thing. I don't know. Maybe if I get bored, I'll try it.
If I get bored.
I have nothing better to do with my life.
After I spend a day at the library, I'll go home and I'll try this. Actually, a day at the library for you is like a fucking roller coaster ride.
What are you talking about? That's the least boring thing you can do.
So weird.
Go to 1 million lands in one day.
Oh, you're selling
frequent travel miles or frequent flyer miles for your mind.
And this episode of Dolls and Donuts is sponsored by
Santa Clara Library District. Santa Clara District Library. Okay, so I guess of the 4 I've tried, I definitely would rank them best to worst. I would rank them the caramel macchiato, the peanut butter cup, the cinnamon roll, and then the chocolate covered banana last.
I can't believe caramel macchiato beat peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was I mean, those 2 were the best. They were very good, both of them, but the other 2 were like...
I'm going to make you a banana ice cream because you shouldn't have to live like that. That's horrible.
These conditions I have to live under. Yeah, so The Halo Top chocolate covered banana made me whimper. And the Halo Top caramel macchiato made me wag. And we have another taste test right now.
Okay, I've
So you
never
talk
tried
about what it
this.
is.
So this is what happened. David went to the store
Smells
and
good.
bought eggnog. And if I go to the store, I buy the good eggnog because
the
I'm
good
not a
egg? What's the
dummy.
good?
The So Delicious, which I'm
Right,
not a
okay.
fan of supporting them in general. I try not to buy their products because I don't like them as a company. But no one else makes a good nog. They're the only ones who
good
make a
nog.
good nog.
A good nog.
And so I always buy that one. It's the coconut milk one. It tastes like nog. It has the consistency of nog.
get their-
It's delicious like nog. And
Word of the day. Nog.
nog.
I like their
It's really
mint
not an
chocolate.
attractive
Their
word.
mint chocolate milk that they do for the holidays.
Yeah.
I get
it's
that.
It's okay. Do you drink it cold or hot?
Gold.
Okay.
Gold.
Have you ever heated it?
No.
Well, you should try.
Oh my god.
So this nog, the first thing I saw when I poured it is that it is
smells
not
good.
the consistency of nog.
I don't
It
really
is
drink
thin.
nog, so I don't know.
It's a thin consistency. Not a fan of that. Second thing I don't like about it is what is this color that it is?
I'm not a nog expert like you are, so I don't know.
Like
That's
if
fine
I
with me.
was posting a picture of something that was
It
this
looks
color,
like milk. It just looks like milk.
I would increase the warmth like 100% because this does not look like nog. It looks like
And you said this is good karma, right?
this is good karma.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. It tastes low sugar. Like it's trying to be
I
healthy.
mean, it doesn't taste bad. It tastes good, but it is very thin.
It's thin, and does it taste low sugar to you? Well, you've been eating that Halo Top ice cream. I can't take your word for anything.
And I don't really ever drink nog. I don't ever really have it, so I don't have
Okay.
a lot to go off of. I mean,
as
it's not
bad
sweet.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It's not super sweet, that's for sure.
It's not as bad as I thought it was
smell
going
is
to be
really
based
good.
on the color
smells
and
good.
the consistency. The smell is just I don't know if it tastes like nog.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't taste bad, but like like I said, I don't.
I
drink
don't
this
think
a
it
lot.
tastes like nog. I think it
Okay.
tastes like a low
It tastes like
calorie
vanilla-y something.
a low calorie
vanilla
vanilla
milk.
soy milk.
Yeah, vanilla milk. That's what it tastes
A
like.
diet vanilla soy milk.
Yeah, it's not noticeably sweet. It just has like a
It's-
little tiny bit of sweetness, but barely.
People who like the Califia, however you say that, nog would probably like this because that one also doesn't taste like nog. It just
Okay.
tastes like sweet milk.
Yeah,
And this to me
that's
tastes like
okay.
sweet
Yeah,
milk.
this is like sweet milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, vanilla. Yeah, like vanilla milk that does low sugar.
The good thing about this one is it is healthy because it's made with hemp milk.
Doesn't taste bad.
It doesn't
But I know
taste
if you're
bad.
expecting another thing,
Yeah.
then you'd be disappointed.
You're
Yeah.
expecting good nog.
Yes. That mediocre nog.
So I would say this probably makes me whimper.
Oh.
Did it
No
make you
good
wag?
nog and a broken toe too.
How do you feel?
You're like
about
little
it?
tiny Tim. You'd be hobbling around on Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
God bless us,
Great.
everyone.
Yes, that's just what I want.
And I don't even get good nog. I hate you all.
This is what I was going for.
Then you'd be Scrooge.
I do
you
sometimes
don't get your
feel like
good.
Scrooge. Oh my gosh, you know why I feel like Scrooge? Because I'm laying in bed looking at people's Instagram stories while they're out like looking at holiday lights and caroling or whatever. They're probably not caroling. But
And you have this four poster bed, which I feel like, and you have the stuff hanging on the sides. I feel like
Yeah.
a ghost is gonna be like, "Bah!" and like open them in your sleeping and tell you all the wrongs you've done and like your future and all that stuff that happens in them.
I made a joke on Instagram stories yesterday that I was out looking at people's holiday lights too because of the lights on my bed.
Hey, no judging.
I'm so sad that I can't walk.
Well, you could get in the car and go.
I
You
could
drive by houses. You know,
Yeah, I
that's
could.
the best way to look at lights. Drive by.
You drive by.
Yeah.
What are the good neighborhoods?
I just looked them up today.
Really?
I'll send them to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I
All
love
right.
Christmas lights. So
I guess I will do that.
yeah.
I'm hungry. Okay.
Okay, let's wrap this up and
the
eat dinner.
That's the end of
Din din.
episode 27 because we're hungry and it's pitch black outside.
Sick of you people.
That's not why. We love you people. We love everyone except our president. If you're listening on YouTube or iTunes and you haven't already subscribed, please do. You can leave us comments. And are we going to do something else on YouTube? Well, we'll wait and let you guys know. We'll keep you updated on that. Always rate us 5 stars if you're going to rate us, because if you don't want to rate us 5 stars, we don't want to hear it. And Ashley, if listeners want to find you on the internet, where do they go?
Oh, you can find me at theveganadventure.com. That has all of my social media links on it. And I will be updating Vegas shortly, so watch for that. I don't know when it will be. It won't be before this comes out with the holidays. But
there's still lots
it'll
of
be
good
coming.
stuff
There's
on
lots of stuff
Vegas
from
there.
Vegas already there. Yeah. But there will be all those places I talked about today will be going up on there with pictures. And actually what I ate when I'm like, I forgot what it was. Then you can get the actual. That was just a teaser. You can get the actual stuff.
We can get some of those pictures onto our
Yeah,
Dolls and Donuts
I will.
Instagram account.
I've been logged out of it. You know how sometimes it's like, oh,
I know,
I'm
I
like,
hate that.
I've just been too lazy to log back in.
Yeah, I know,
So I will do that.
same.
But I have time because this won't go on until New Year's Day. Happy New Year when you're listening to this.
Oh my gosh!
It's 2018.
How did we not say that to begin
From
with?
the future.
Because we're not even thinking about it.
Yeah,
being
because it's
the
not
new
even
year.
Christmas yet. when we record
Oh
this.
my gosh! Happy New Year, you guys! Happy New Year!
27 days to my birthday.
Oh dang!
When this close.
The countdown. Maybe I can make you a good banana ice cream for your birthday.
There you go.
All right. Remind me of that later, would you?
Okay.
I'm on codeine right now, so I can't be held accountable for anything I say. All right, and yeah, we have an Instagram account for our Dolls and Donuts. We put things on it sometimes. It's at Dolls and Donuts.
On Instagram?
Spelled Dough.
We're pretty active on Instagram.
Yeah,
You are, yeah.
I try.
I usually just most of the time post when something goes up, but
Which is good that
I mean,
you do
a
that because I
episode.
never know
We
when
did
things
this.
go up.
well, this time, as you probably saw, the last episode went up a day early because I was out of town, and I didn't want to bring my.
But we didn't post that we put it up till the next day, so
Yeah.
we can just pretend that
It was just all you
Went
lucky
up right
people
on
that
time.
are on iTunes and got your alerts. You got it a day early.
I'm in the well, we need to add it to Stitcher. We're in the process of adding it to Stitcher, which I didn't even know it wasn't there until someone asked us.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
So we need to do that. And I'm trying to get it added to Breaker, and it's kind of on there, but not the logo. I don't know.
You can listen to episodes on there at least. Like
The internet is hard, you guys.
interneting. Hashtag interneting.
Yeah. And everything we talked about from the Vegan Dollhouse Kitchen is on vegandollhouse.com.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Or a month of it. At least we talk to you again.
We'll be seeing you guys.
We'll be seeing you in February of 2018.
Heart month.
Heart month.
That's all I see in February. Heart month. Hearts everywhere.
Yeah.
All the heart food is coming your way in
Oh, boy.
February.
You have a heart attack.
Aww. We love you guys. Bye.
Okay. Bye.